The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah is often reduced to a single sin, but according to the Bible, the judgment came after years of widespread wickedness that affected every part of society. The story begins in Genesis 18, when God tells Abraham that the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah has become so great that he will personally investigate the cities. Abraham pleads for mercy, asking whether God would spare the cities if righteous people could be found there. God agrees, saying he would spare them even for the sake of 10 righteous individuals. But not even 10 could be found. When 2 angels arrive in Sodom in Genesis 19, Lot welcomes them into his home. Soon, the men of the city surround the house and demand that the visitors be handed over to them. The scene reveals a society consumed by violence, abuse of strangers, and complete moral corruption. Later biblical writers expand on this picture. Ezekiel 16:49-50 says Sodom was proud, wealthy, and indifferent to the poor and needy. Instead of helping the vulnerable, they ignored them while living in arrogance and excess. The prophet concludes that they committed detestable acts before God. The New Testament also refers to Sodom as a warning. In 2 Peter and the book of Jude, the cities become examples of the consequences of persistent ungodliness and rebellion. Only Lot and his daughters escaped before fire and sulfur rained down from heaven, destroying both cities. Lot's wife famously looked back despite being warned not to, and she became a pillar of salt. The Bible presents Sodom's destruction not as punishment for one isolated offense, but as the result of a society that embraced violence, injustice, arrogance, and unrepentant wickedness. Their story stands as a warning that when corruption becomes deeply rooted and mercy is continually rejected, judgment eventually follows.